Welcome back to my YouTube corner. My name is Mitzi Minogue and I am a doctor. Today I wanted to do a video to just encourage self-love. It's been a really difficult time. I think we are week 3 or 4 into the second lockdown here in the UK, and rightfully so, people may be feeling quite stressed, quite anxious. I just wanted to do a video to encourage some self-love, kind of help people through giving some tips of things that I do and some things that I've learned along the way. So to help you, I am going to talk about the things that help me. So in this video, I'm going to focus on 5 things that keep me mellow. And hopefully seeing these things, it might inspire you to think about what makes you feel better and put that into action so that you can feel good, because we all want to feel good. So what do I do when I'm feeling stressed or anxious to make me feel better? So the 5 M's to make a mellow Mitzi. Number 1, for me, movement. I've known for a long time, and this may be true for a lot of people, that movement makes me feel better. So whether I'm feeling really stressed, one of the best things that I want to do is just sweat it out. I sort of imagine that as I sweat and I release all this energy and tension, I'm like releasing all my worries and my woes. And that's something that really helps me. It doesn't have to be an intense movement, so if you're not up to like doing a HIIT workout or going for a run, there are other things that you can do. So another form of movement that really helps me, that I found a few years ago, is yoga, and I love yoga, and I'm going to do some in a little while. Yoga is something that really helps me feel centered and relaxed and calm and great. Other things that you can do is go for a walk. It's a bit chillier now, so make sure you wrap up, but going for a walk is still very nice, and it's a bit of movement, but it's quite relaxed, so you don't have to worry about having to shower after. So the second M, well, kind of 2 M's. So mindful moments. So what I mean by this is just pausing and appreciating what is around you. I like to do this a lot, so you can do it when you're on a walk, just taking a moment to really appreciate what's around you, looking at the scenery, and just appreciating the beauty that's around you. And even if you're having a really stressful day, be mindful of these moments. I like to do at work, the doctor's mess where I can have lunch is quite far, and if I know that I don't have a long time for lunch, I like to just sit outside. And occasionally my friend Robin, most lunches, comes and joins me, and I just think that's a really nice moment. Other mindful moments that you can do is just feeling grateful. So even when you're having a really bad day or you're feeling really rubbish, just shifting your attention from the negatives to all the positives. So I'm grateful that I have good health. I'm grateful for my family and friends. I'm really grateful that I live in a wonderful house with my boyfriend. I'm grateful that I'm able to do videos. Yeah, there are lots of things to be grateful for, and just taking that little shift can make you feel a whole lot better. So the third M for a mellow Mitzi is meeting people. I do like me time, and I do well being by myself. Having said that, it's really important for me to be with other people, and I love having that one-on-one time. And it's difficult in a pandemic because obviously you can't meet a lot of people, but at this point in time we are still allowed to go and meet people one-on-one. So why not, when you go for a walk, bring someone. I like to go on walks with my sisters. I like to go on walks with my friends, obviously one at a time, but it really does help, and just having that extra bit of human contact makes you feel better. It lifts your spirits. You can think about something else. You can talk through someone else's problems, they can help you with your problems. And if things change and we're not allowed to meet people again outside our households, Zoom and FaceTime, we're lucky to be in a time where we can stay so connected with other people. And if you are lucky enough to be living with people, particularly family and friends, then take advantage of the fact that you're with other people. You don't have to be with them all the time, but rather than, I don't know, staying in your room and being on your phone, spend half an hour playing games or just chatting, finding out how their day was, having a cup of tea together. Take that time to reconnect with the people that are around you, whom you are living with. And if you are still at work, then there are colleagues around you, and obviously being socially distant, you can have that contact with them as well. The fourth M for me is making. I like to make stuff. I'm quite a creative person. Things that make me happy are when I can make things and be creative. So for example, making these videos is quite fun for me. Last week I made some Christmas decorations. It was a bit random, but I'd been looking all over the internet to try and find, a very specific Christmas decoration that I wanted, type of sequin baubles, and I just could not find it anywhere. So I realised that I had this old dress that I haven't ever worn. I probably bought it when I was about 19, never wore it, and so I thought, hey, why not make this into Christmas decorations? So I did that, and that was really nice, and it will be great when I can decorate the tree, put them up. Yeah. What else? You might like to make food. I quite enjoy cooking. You see lots of people baking, and just making something, it is very satisfying when you have the end product and it occupies you. So if you are feeling quite stressed and anxious, doing things, making stuff, it will shift your attention. Final M that I came up with was memories. So I love looking back at old photos, thinking about great times, and I tend to take a lot of pictures, so I have a lot that I can look through. The other thing that I'll put into memories is I like history, I like looking back at things, and so listening to other people's memories, whether it's on a podcast or Netflix, making the best of what you can from this period of time, because one thing that's for certain is that it will come to an end. Okay, so my Chanel bag has slowly been slipping away. As always, a quote from Chanel. The quote from Chanel is, "Fashion is made to become unfashionable." Why do I use this quote, you ask? Well, I think it just shows you how time changes, and the fact that you can be wearing the most stylish dress that you think, and then in 10 years time you look back and you think, oh, what on earth was I wearing? Just like fashion changes, everything changes. Trying to make the best of anything is all we can really do. So, like fashion fades, so will this time, and this difficult period of time will become a memory. Something that my mum has always said to me when I've been going through a difficult time is, I want to put this back there, that we have to go through lows in life to make the highs feel high. Otherwise everything will feel the same. So if life was always hunky-dory, then you wouldn't experience the good times. So remember that when you're going through a tough time, that one, it will come to an end, and two, it will only make when you're having a great time feel that much better. And if you're really struggling and you try and do all these things to make yourself feel better, remember that you don't have to suffer alone. So reach out to people. If you don't feel comfortable reaching out to your friends and family, then there's the GP, and there are also lots of self-referral services. So for example, if you live in Suffolk, there's things like Suffolk Wellbeing. There's also loads of charities like Mind, and the list goes on. So you're not alone, you never have to be alone. So I'm gonna go and do some yoga. You can join me if you like. Stay safe, take care, self-love, and remember, you'll be able to look back at this difficult time and just be so proud that you were able to make it through. finished my yoga and I'm feeling very chill, nice and relaxed. So what keeps you mellow? In the comments below, tell me 5 things. You can use the beginning of your name, or you can use M for mellow and Mitzi. M for mellow. And let me know. If you want to see more, please like, subscribe, share. And yeah, I'll see you again in the next video.